Party time, Mom. Welcome to another episode of the Chad Prather Show, Studio 22, the mothership. Winding our way down into the landing pad, which is the brand new Studio 22. Mark, are we going to land this thing safely? We're going into the new place.
Yeah, it's looking like we're probably going to land safely in, 2 or 3 weeks here. So, yeah. It's going to be a good time.
Coming in. I bet we get in there sooner. We're getting sooner. I bet it's going to be sooner by the... Sooner. Pretty good. All right. You know what? Hey, let's just go right up here. In a hot seat. Jennifer Nickerson's hanging out. You've been on this show before, girl. Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you.
You're like one of our people now. You're like one of our like real people, regulars.
That's a huge accomplishment to be in.
You're in the circle of trust, Nickerson. I was at the baseball game the other night. Texas Rangers playing the Mariners.
Mm-hmm.
The Mariners.
Michael Young retired that night.
Yeah, and you, who by the way is a liberal. We were just talking off air about who are liberals and conservatives and all that kind of stuff. We don't care. We love everybody.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
And all of a sudden I look out there, seventh inning, and you were singing "God Bless America," and I told Jade, I said, "Hey, well, there's Nickerson over there. She's singing."
You were the first text I got as well.
I text you. I say, "Good job, girl." And then the lady got hit in the face with a foul ball sitting next to us. We tell you that story?
No.
She got hit in the side of the head. The line drive drilled her. Yeah, I was blocking me and Jade. Well, I wasn't blocking me. I was blocking Jade with me. And when it curved around and way. just bam, hit that lady right. And they had to haul her out of there. Miracle it didn't kill her.
Oh, my gosh.
And it was about 2 innings before you came out and sang.
You were serious. This is not a joke.
No, it messed her up. Put her immediately into shock. It was bad news. Yeah. She, like Jade was, sitting there next to her, literally in the next seat. And so Jade was pulling her hair back like she was afraid of what she's going to see because it hit her. I mean, it's a line drive, hit her right in the side of the head. And she was bleeding a little bit, but it was mostly some cerebral damage there. I mean, there had to be some bleeding going on inside. It drilled her.
Well, I'm sad for her, but I'm lucky for y'all that it was one seat over.
Yeah. Well, I had me. I had
you
me
were
covered,
good.
girl. I had me. And I tried to deflect the ball. I didn't want to catch it because that's stupid. I don't want a broken hand.
Mm-mm.
But anyway, could have been Steve.
You'd have let it hit me.
Yeah, I would have let you hit.
But that's the thing about a baseball game, and they've started extending those nets around even further.
Yeah.
But you gotta be paying attention every time that pitch is thrown.
Every dang
you don't
time.
know where it's gonna go or what it's gonna hit.
Every dang time. Candice, adjust that camera right there so we can see Steve's lovely wife, Tony, that's sitting there too. Yeah, flash it back over there, Mark. Boom, there it is. This is a free-for-all episode. It's a free-for-all episode. But, Steve, you would have been protected if a ball hits off your face.
That's right.
Off your head.
I've caught a few balls right in the face.
Whoa, Tiger. Sounds like a night in New Orleans to me.
It was a little league.
Yeah. You got all that hair to protect it. Yeah. There's a lot of men out there, they don't have their hair. They're losing their hair. Their hair's gone. It sucks.
Yep.
Do you think that's why the beard is such a big thing right now?
I think it is because guys are going bald.
Yeah.
Chad's put me to a test. He's like, every time he talks about hair, I pull my hat off and run my fingers through my hair. I'm not going to let him down.
I've had to have hair work done. I've had some hair work done. And my friends at Keeps, they got a deal. Keeps, Keeps. You ever heard of them?
Mm-mm.
Keeps.com? Because you're not a man.
I guess so.
We're learning these things. I love the fact that so many of these companies are coming out and taking care of us guys these days. You girls, y'all have been pampered.
We have.
We need things like erectile dysfunction medicine and all kind of stuff. This is not Keeps. Keeps does something else. Men lose their hair because they lose this hormone called DHT. And so there's this FDA-approved There's two hair treatment products that help control your DHT and prevent you from losing your hair. And there's only 2 approved products, okay? These products will actually trigger new growth. But until now, those products were very expensive, and you had to visit the doctor. But here's the good news, Jennifer Nickerson. There's Keeps. Keeps offers the generic versions of those 2 approved hair products. So not only are they up to 90% effective, they're totally affordable.
But
would you date a bald man?
My dad's bald, so I'm used to being around bald people, I guess. Yeah. I've never dated one, but I'm not completely
You're not opposed to it. It depends on the beard. Are you a beard guy? You like a beard girl?
A beard girl. Yeah.
Beard guy girl? You like the beards?
No, I think a beard, the right beard. If it gets too much, it's a little dirty looking.
So if you want a beautiful girl like Jennifer Nickerson interested into you because she's shallow like that, with Keeps, you get to save your hair without ever leaving your couch, you lazy. Anyway, you answer a few questions online, snap a few pics of your hair. Licensed doctor is going to review your info, recommend the right hair loss treatment for you, and it's shipped discreetly to your door. I got a deal for you. Go to keeps.com, KEEPS.com/action for the free online doctor consult and get your first month of hair treatments for free. That's keeps.com/action. And I'll give you Jennifer Nickerson's number. How about that?
Oh, how about that? That's interesting.
How is your dating life going? Like, you're on the way to a date, aren't you? Can we talk about that? Are you headed to a date tonight? What? It's Monday, Nickerson.
Oh, I know.
A desperate girl never sleeps now. It's all about the hustle, Nickerson.
No, okay. So just to throw it all out there, I have been on some dates with a guy with a beard, actually.
Yeah, okay.
In the past few months.
Big beard, little beard? Sort of like this? Handsome?
Well, his beard is nice. It's actually a little bigger. We were actually at dinner last night talking about where's the line? When does it get too much where it's a little gross looking? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and everyone's different about that.
Yeah.
Every guy's different.
Well, the girls are different too. Like now these days, like girls want you to have like big old.
He has a big old one.
He does? You touched it?
He had some cream on it that smelled like cupcakes.
Oh, well, that's
that'll
manly.
lure in the big girls.
Yeah, that's. Where's he been sticking that beard? Funny.
I know.
Cupcake on. She'll come right on over here.
No, but it's nice. I have a question though. When you were talking about Keeps, I want to talk about Jason Witten.
Jason Witten,
because he got his hair plugs, then he got them out.
Yeah.
What is
shaved
it?
his head? I don't know. So here's the thing with like hair plugs, right? There's different kind of systems that you can get. One is, of course, you can get the plugs, which they got to rip the skin off the back of your head and stuff like that, and then they implant the follicles and things.
Right.
And it's a pretty expensive deal. It could be, one session's probably $6,000. You're probably going to spend about $12,000 to do this or more. Depends on how much you're going to do. And then it takes, like, your hair will start to grow, but then within about 6 months, you're going to be bald again. It's going to all fall out, and then it's going to regrow again. So it takes about a year, 18 months, maybe even 2 years if you get those transplants for it to start growing in like your hair, right?
So that's the goal. Okay, as a girl, I don't know this. So you get the hair plugs with the hope that growth is going to happen.
The growth is going to happen.
Then the hair, you're done with the
process.
Okay, and then you have your own hair.
It's a process. So my guys over at HRI, Hair Restoration Institute, which is in Fort Worth, they'll do that for you. They've got a few different things that they'll do. And Vern and Taylor over there, father, son, they run this thing. They got one up in Minneapolis. They got one in Fort Worth, Texas. You've driven by it a million times. Folks never even know that it's a hair place. But they'll do the plugs. They'll do the transplants. They'll do the dermal lens, which is almost like putting a contact lens on your eye, but they've got little pieces of the hair, which will stick and stuff like that. And guys have to go in and maintain that. They got all kind of different solutions on there. But I'm telling you, if you can do stuff like that, but if you got hair and it's falling out, go to keeps.com and get it.
Because I just wondered, someone like Jason Witten, he was losing hair, got the full plug look, and now he just shaved it.
Who knows? I mean, maybe it was bothering him, putting it back in the football helmet. It'll probably grow back. If he's had it, it'll grow back.
I kind of find that weird because that's testosterone. DHT is a testosterone. You'd think them guys have plenty of testosterone to grow hair.
Well, different people are the same, man. Mm-hmm. I mean, testosterone. I mean, there's women on the planet with more testosterone than me. So, I mean, I'm slipping bad, Nickerson.
I saw her at the bank the other day. She had a full beard coming in.
Oh, my God. But I'm good now. It's fine.
Just home from the circus.
It's fine.
This is the greatest show. It's weird, though. Like men and women have their issues, right? Mm-hmm. So you talk about hormones. So men tend to lose testosterone and they gain estrogen the older they get. That's why we get the bellies. Like, no matter how good a shape you're in, I've seen guys that have been in the gym rats their whole life, and then they get that pooch right there, that estrogen. That's why
I'm going to say I'm into the pooch. I'm into the dad bod.
Well, let's talk about that because we've had Metro Jason on here, and Jason goes to the gym and he's working out, and he's all svelte and all that stuff. And he's like, then he's at his pool at his apartment, and he's pissed off because all the girls are going, oh, we love the dad bod.
Because that dude spends so much time in the gym, they only care about themselves.
There's a lot of things I think you can tell health is important for all of us. Let's be honest. We all want to live long. Health is important. But yeah, if you have a 6-pack, it's too much. It's just for me personally. But then I've got girlfriends that's
that's their deal.
top on the list.
I have heard that if a woman is noticing a man's body, first thing she looks at is going to be, does he have abs, and how's his butt? Right?
See, I'm not either of those.
Yeah, you're not either one of those.
No, I look at height immediately.
You're a height person. We've had this
snob.
conversation numerous times. Got to
I'm
be
trying to be open.
like
but
you
it's
need
hard.
like 6'4".
Jason fell short.
Yes.
Jason's just shy of you.
I know, but he has a good heart.
We love Jason. He can't dress, but we love him.
Well, yeah, height is important and a good personality.
Yeah.
That's very important to me.
So if he would have wore elevated shoes that
There would have
day,
been a chance.
there would have been a chance.
But he doesn't wear cowboy boots.
He doesn't wear boots. He doesn't do that, and his jeans don't quite come down to his shoes. He's got to go a little more
Which
length.
that should not be his problem with his height.
No, it's not. Especially as long as he's lived in the neighborhood. You know, you would think he would have much more fashion sense.
Okay,
But
so
if
that's
it's not
actually,
a hockey jersey, he doesn't wear it.
You know what? Speaking of, he invited me out with his friends to watch one of the playoff games, and he brought me a jersey.
He brought you a jersey to wear so you would fit in with the crowd.
Remember, I think I texted that to y'all.
We love Jason. Jason's our
So
guy.
thoughtful.
Yeah, he's a sweet, sweet guy. He is. I've never been out in public with Jason where he didn't just strike up a conversation with anybody who was sitting at the bar next to us, it didn't matter. It could be. We've had little old 80-year-old ladies sitting there at the bar having them,
And he'll talk to anyone.
and he just sits there for an hour and just spends time with them. He's a good dude. You need to rethink your shallowness, Nickerson.
Didn't we say he doesn't go to church? I thought that was our thing. He doesn't want to go.
Yeah, but he's
open?
Not, he's not.
He's not in the room. Well, we can make a plan.
Yeah. Church is a
Against
big
him.
deal with you.
Not that they go in every Sunday, but just faith on their own, yeah.
Faith in and of itself. And that's
Yes.
what I mean when I say church.
Okay.
Like being a
Yes.
person that's a Christian, faith-based.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think because more, like, I want to have
Them
kids
going to
one
the
day.
mosques, that's not a selling point for you.
For me, no, but I'll be their best friend.
Yeah.
No, I think is like I'm at an age, I want to get married, I want to have kids. And if you're, to me, like politically and spiritually, we're not going to have the exact same 100% beliefs, I know,
Sure.
but we're going to have kids. And it's just already confusing out there. I feel like those two things should be as similar as possible, separately, individually. So when you're raising that household.
You get up every morning and your ovaries are just up before you screaming at you like, hey, I need a baby in here.
No, I actually am not. And I think my doctor, my woman doctor, and probably my parents wish that was the case. Because I'm
sure
like,
they
in
do.
due
You're like,
time, in due time.
But you want it to be right.
Yes,
Do you find that like girls these days, like they're waiting longer and longer?
they are.
It's harder. Is it harder to find a guy or how is that?
I was in a conversation the other day with someone about this. I think that there's a certain group of guys that want this Barbie doll look, let's say, no matter what ethnicity, a Barbie doll of that ethnicity. And not that there can't be a beautiful girl that has it all together, but those guys really only care about looks. And then they're getting these really beautiful girls that pretty much only care about looks. And that's not a good
So it's
combo.
pretty shallow, yeah.
Yeah, I would say it's very shallow out there. And then there's just not a great caliber of male species out there as much.
I have people all the time who say, "Hey, can you help me find somebody like you?" And I'm like, "You don't want anybody like me, first of all. You bring my wife in here; she'll tell you 100%. You don't want anybody like me. I have my own. I'm a very free spirit, very spontaneous. That can be very frustrating for people. I'm not some ding 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 hit all the points kind of person. I get up every day and my gypsy soul is screaming at me, just let's go." So I'm hard to live with, right? I'm hard to live with. But I understand what they're saying in that somebody with a sense of conviction or at least some depth of thought and try to be thoughtful and generous and gracious and handsome and, masculine and low testosterone and, just sex drive when you need it, that kind of thing, and with a vasectomy. So, I'm basically.
You're the package.
Yeah, it's like what every middle-aged woman wants, but it is hard to find like dudes that are just really wanting to kind of settle in, settle down, and they're out there.
Yeah.
Though.
No, I know a few.
They're out there.
They're in due time for me.
Yeah.
I do get set up all the time. I was at an event on Saturday night.
You do.
Everywhere. Oh, I know someone, but I try to be open, but it's just, I don't know. It's just what people are looking for is just different.
It's a weird world we live in, too, with social media, and your
Yes.
social life is basically thrust in front of you all the time.
Well, and then also you have the dating apps. It's like a swiping thing. And I think people bring that into dating where like, next.
Yeah, like speed, like shing, shing, shing.
Well, yeah, it's like
I've made up my mind within 5 minutes of this conversation.
That, and then they're also on to, who can I date next? I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's all good.
A lot of variety out there, Candice.
Those are just hookup apps, though. They're like, hey, yeah, do her.
No, see, that's the way a guy thinks.
No.
Like, okay, a
that is
man.
true. Guys are that way, but girls, no. I mean,
Women are not that way.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'll probably butcher this, but you'll get the sentiment of it. But they say, a man is attracted to a woman and then he'll fall in love with her. A woman tends to fall in love and then she becomes more and more attracted to him. And that, I'm not saying that there's not a general attraction at the beginning, but a woman falls deeper and deeper in love as the relationship goes on. Because if you're in the airport or in the mall, the average guy, a girl walks by like that, he knows if he'd sleep with her or not. That's the way a man's mentality is. Like, oh, yeah, I'd sleep with that. I don't need to know her. I don't know. I mean, she might not even be able to talk straight. I don't know. She might have Tourette's. I don't know. But right then if you sleep with her. Women don't operate like that. Well, Tony does. I mean, Tony, Steve's wife, Tony, sitting over there. She kind of gets a.
Hey, she nudges me all the time. We're walking through somewhere, and she'll nudge me, and I'm like, oh yeah, I would.
Of course, yeah. So.
There's nothing wrong with appreciating God's work.
Well, there's not. And I mean, seeing somebody then going, okay, well, that person's attractive, that's one thing. That's human nature. But then you just go, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, buckle
There's a bathroom stall over there. Let's go.
Buckle up, sister. And I'm not saying people will act on that, but that's just the way the hunter-gatherer drive of a man tends to be. And thank God for testosterone, because it would be up to all you girls with screaming ovaries sitting there. And like the world would only be half the population it is right now if it wasn't for men going out there saying, I got to get that. It's true.
God made us that way.
It's true. We pursue. And by the way, and we've talked about this, if a man ain't pursuing you, he ain't interested in you.
Yeah.
And that's hard for a lot of women to hear because they got to keep coming back. Hey, I miss you. Do you miss me? I'm excited to see you. Are you excited? Will you tell me that you're excited to see me? I would love it if you would just tell me that you're excited that we're going to go out this Friday night. Hey, are we still going out on Friday night? And you hadn't heard from this dude in 6 weeks? Whatever. He ain't into it.
With that, there's a lot of girls out there that help guys stay that way. And that's what's hard for me and some of my girlfriends, that we want a little more traditional, like old school chivalry. Mm-hmm. But there's so many girls that play into that. So then guys now, I mean, I have a nephew who's 16. I can't even imagine what the dating is for him because girls do everything. Guys don't have, I mean, you don't have to text anyone. You don't have to go anywhere. They'll come pick you up now. They'll pay, whatever.
And guys will let it happen
yes.
too. Like I can't imagine.
There's no work involved.
Yeah. It's social media, again, has harmed a lot of that. It's hurt people's social lives. Me Too movement, maybe to some degree, that issue. Yeah, I kind of gloss over it. And I'm like, okay, look, men are going to be men and women are going to be women. And you're going to do things. And if everything's got to turn into some cautionary tale and accusatory, like, come on.
You know what my mom told me? And my mom is the sweetest lady.
Oh, yeah, she is.
She is just the sweetest Southern soul. But with all of the Me Too stuff, not that that's not real, that is some real stuff. However, I would say the majority of those situations, those girls had how many outs they could have taken before the Me Too moment.
Yeah.
And my mother, she beat that into me and my sister growing up.
That's true.
Not that guys should be, with a free pass at that point, but at the same time, we have responsibility. And
so you
know what I mean?
Take recent story in the news, Antonio Brown, who left the Oakland Raiders and went to the New England Patriots. And the day after he signed with New England, there was a sports trainer who came in and said, well, first of all, he exposed himself to me and he grabbed me. Then the next time he masturbated and there was blah, blah, blah. And then the next time he forced me to do, and I'm like, what do you mean next time? How many next times were there? I mean, the first time the guy did this, you get away from that. Mm-hmm. You don't keep subjecting yourself to it.
Absolutely.
That's like the Aziz Ansari story when the girl, he took her to dinner, and obviously Aziz had this, he's a comedian. He had his little plan. He'd take him to dinner, and then he takes him up for wine at his place, and that's the way he's playing shag nasty with them, and he's doing all this stuff to get them going, and they're like, no, no, no. Like, have you seen the new Bill Burr special?
No.
He's like, people say no means no. No means no. Well, does it? Because sometimes
Right.
the girl's like, no, come on.
but please.
Oh,
Yeah.
stop it. Stop it. We shouldn't be doing this. Stop. Oh, no. But then when you're reading the court transcript, she said, no, stop it. Quit this. We shouldn't be doing this. This is wrong. Stop it. No, no, no.
I think it comes down just strictly to emotional issue. She got hurt.
Yeah.
And that's all that there is
And
to
it's
it.
like, how dare you hurt me, daddy's little girl.
So now you crossed the line. I am not the girl to talk to you about that. Girls get mad at me. I've even had guys get mad at me saying that I'm not compassionate enough. But what makes me mad about the situation is that group of people ruins it for those that literally were forced, drugged,
Oh, no, I know.
whatever.
That's
And
right.
that's
It's
what
just
makes me
like
so mad. This whole Me Too
100%.
movement. Not, again, that there's not real situations in there, but I'm sorry. If you found yourself with no clothes on in someone's bed, I'm not saying forced anything is ever appropriate. It's not. But you had so many outs.
So many outs.
If only they had my
You just
mom in their
paint your-
life.
Paint your nails with that fingernail polish that changes colors
Yes.
if you've been roofied. And you just dip your finger in your drink every time you go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I've been roofied twice. I've been roofied.
You did it
That's a
yourself.
sure
That doesn't
thing.
count.
I know. Did you roofie yourself? It's that hair
The first
follicle.
time, the keeps. The first time, but boy, I'm bushy. The first time that ever happened to me, I was at a Kenny Chesney concert, and let me tell you, it was not a great thing. It was. I had gone, and I'm reasonably sure who did it.
What was his name?
Were they in
and-
your group?
Yeah,
You got roofied by someone in your group?
yeah.
Is it your wife?
No. This is years ago. I was single.
Oh.
I was single. It was post-divorce for me, and I was with a small group of people.
They knew you were vulnerable?
And this was in Atlanta, Georgia. And because I don't get out of control, I don't get I was so I could not text message my friends to tell them where I was. Like, I could not even push the buttons on the deal. I could see the phone, but I couldn't text anything that made any
T9's
sense.
tough.
Huh?
T9.
Yeah.
The old text.
Yeah, they actually, yeah. That's exactly
That's
right. It
hard
was
to
a
do.
flip phone, my razor phone.
That so many times. That's funny.
No, I couldn't
awful.
call them. I couldn't look up their numbers, and I can remember that. And when they finally found me, I was laying on the sidewalk with my feet out in the street, with the buses going by and everything, and one of my shoes was out in the middle of the street.
And your clothes was on?
My clothes were on because I got away. I had gotten away from the girl that I knew who drugged me. I'd gotten away from her because, I was like, God, this girl's like coming on strong, right?
Did you talk to her after all this?
So, yeah. And so I had to peace out. And that's how I got separated from a group, was by piecing out. Well, I didn't realize I had been drugged, right? And so next thing I know, I'm in La La Land, incapable of anything.
Wow.
I never saw Kenny Chesney. Never did. I was in the stadium. I mean, apparently a concert went on. I wouldn't know it.
Wow.
Last
What did
thing
she
I
say?
remember was Brooks and Dunn were opening for him.
Oh my.
Yeah, it was bad because it was Leanne Rhymes, and it was a big show. It was a stadium show because they had Gary Allen and Leanne Rhymes, and I remember them. And then there was Brooks and Dunn. Sammy Hagar even came out and did all this stuff. It's a big show. I don't remember any of it.
Okay, so you addressed it to her, and what did she say?
No, I didn't address it to her.
Oh. Well, hey, you know what?
I just barred a little friction that night. You know what I mean?
You could go back now and sue her, bring her to the table,
I
get
could
some
be
money.
hashtag almost me.
Yeah.
Almost me.
Almost
I
me
mean,
too.
get some money
Hashtag
out of that
almost me
thing.
too. No, I did not confront. I don't think I did. That's been years ago, but it was. There's 2 times that happened, and I was like, you don't even think about that happening to a guy,
Right.
right? But it did, and
And 2 times.
2 times, girl.
You're a wanted
Hollywood, was
man.
one
I'm
out in
desirable.
Hollywood?
I'm desirable. Anyway, we used to be anyway. Now I got gout. But so this whole thing. First of all, if you're a man that drugs a woman, you're trash. You're
Right.
garbage.
100%.
Right? I mean, you're trash. If you're a man that manipulates a woman, if you're out there again, consensual amongst adults and all this stuff, that's one thing. Rape is never okay. Harassment's never okay. Those kind of things. Because you're right, those things happen. And if people are out there going, oh, well, yeah, this guy wanted me to sleep with him, but I also got this $1 million job in his movie, rape. You were trading favors.
Right.
You were climbing the pole,
Casting couch.
the ladder. I'm sorry,
The casting couch.
It's a casting couch. So you were doing this whole thing, and there's obviously many cases where that's going on.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh,
So
yeah.
anyway,
And that's any industry. I mean, as a
It
girl,
is.
I would like to say, knock on wood, I have been able to avoid all Me Too movements, moments.
you're a good girl, Nickerson, and I appreciate you.
But I think I make things awkward
Look,
because
we're friends. We've been friends a long time, and look, we know each other. I mean, it's we can say these things half tongue in cheek and laugh about them, but they're serious issues. I mean, they really are. But where I feel sorry for people these days are single people who are out there trying to find a relationship, and it's gotten to where you're scared of everything.
Yeah. I mean, the older
Especially
I get,
guys.
Yeah, the older I get, and I don't know what the guy side is, but yeah, I mean, it's a lot more room. I've stayed more busy with work and different things like that, but there's a lot of people, all they do is just date. And you don't know what they're doing in their dating life. And it's just a lot.
It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. You don't know what they're bringing to the table, how much they're actually telling you that's true. Yeah. A big thing is, people want to set you up. But what I found even with that, it's like you might know someone, let's just say Jason. He might be great to work with. He's a good friend, but you might not know him on the dating side, and he could be crazy. So that's happened before. People
Possessive.
like, this is my favorite person ever. They're so great. And then the dating side of them, it's wild.
I've been there too.
I've
been there. Like nothing exhausts me more at my age and experience is the idea of all of a sudden if I had to be thrust back into some form of a dating world, I just wouldn't do it. I'm past it. I'm done. I mean, thank God I got a wife and all that kind of stuff. And my girlfriends, they don't bug me a whole lot. But, I'm just thankful that, because I just don't have the energy for it. And I don't know how people do that. All the small talk and.
Oh, yeah. I was on the phone today talking to a friend about that. And she's like, because I go through cycles where I start dating and then same thing, it's the same out there. And so I just get busy with jobs and stuff and work. And she's like, but that's so fun. She's married. She's with kids all the time. It sounds so, glamorous to go get a free meal even and dress up. And I'm like, that's not. It's a job interview basically over and over. And the first day doesn't even count really because no one's themselves for the most part.
Yeah, you got to really break it down. That's like for me back in like I was an interesting date because I'm going to be me. Right, I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat what I want to eat. I'm gonna say what I want to say. I'm gonna do it, and we're gonna have a good time. I was an interesting date back in the day, but I went at it more as I want to be your friend. Mm-hmm. I don't need a relationship. I just want to be your friend because I have young guys who'll come to me all the time. They're like, well, we just don't understand how to meet girls or how do we talk to girls. And I said, well, how would you talk to any guy? It's just be their friend. Don't objectify them. Don't be party foul Steve that
Don't
sees
try
the
to
girl
go to
at
second base with your buddy.
Yeah, that's how you wind up on a poster child for Me Too. So don't do that stuff. Just go meet them and be their friend, and that's all you got to do and relax. And so I'm gonna fart and belch right up front. I'm like, this is my scent. Know it. Here, boom, there you go.
I go straight into who'd you vote for? I want to know.
You do, don't you?
100%.
Don't you?
Yeah, I want to know about who'd you vote for.
What do they say?
Faith, not faith. What? Well, it's funny because I always ask very middle of the road. Mm-hmm. I mean, and some people, with Instagram and stuff or social media, they can already tell a little bit where you slant. But I try to not put too much out there. Sometimes I don't know, but I'll say Jesus, real, not real, Trump, Obama, just real middle of the road, so they can answer fairly and not feel.
But in 2016, that would you're damned if you do it, damned if you don't, really, because if you voted for Trump or you voted for Hillary, I mean, that's so polarizing.
Yeah, but I'm super.
I'm
passionately conservative.
You're conservative. I'm conservative, but people know that about us.
But some people, when you get set up, they don't know that right away. So they're like, Trump. I mean, I don't. They give the whole. I like his business ventures. I just don't care for the the tweets. And I'm like, why not? I love the tweets.
I love the
afterwards
tweets.
They're like, I know, I do too. And then
I always say nobody ever says, "Oh, I love his tweets. I just hate his policy."
Yeah.
Nobody ever says that. It's always the exact opposite.
But then as a girl, I, try to stay middle ground. And then when they answer, then I follow with how I stand. And then they try to switch it real quick.
You think the world's just gotten too sensitive and too soft?
100%. Yeah. But
just
thin-skinned. I grew up in a West Point Army, household. So, no, I mean, we didn't get trophies just because we lost. Mm-hmm. If you lost, you lost. And if you were wrong, you were wrong. I mean, it was not like now where it's everyone just.
See, you're fun. And that's why I tell, I'm protective of you. I'm protective of we got the girls in our life, right? Mm-hmm. And they're, you And like Sarah Gonzalez, News and Why It Matters, I'm always protective of her. She's got a perfectly good husband to protect her, and he does. But I get on her Twitter, and everybody wants to just attack her, and I'm like, oh, hell no. Like this girl sitting over here, Candice, I'd take a bullet for this girl. I ain't putting up with it. Ain't nobody going to mess with this girl over here. Nobody would anyway, because she's tough. Where's my AR-15?
I was about to say, where's that? There we go.
There it is. AR-15. It's been sitting here, hadn't shot a single person the whole episode. But I'm just saying, Candice, I got you, girl. Cadaver dogs can only smell 12 feet deep.
Noted. Thank you.
And I got 1,200 acres up in North Texas. We take care of it. And a backhoe.
I don't know if I should be endorsing this on camera.
Probably not. But Tony, I'm going to look out for Tony. Tony's family. She's my sister friend who kisses on me a lot when I'm over at their house. And then
You let me.
Hot News Natalie, you know, Ashley Camrath, all those girls. I'm gonna take care of my girls. Y'all need me, call me. Now, if I'm drunk, don't call me because I ain't gonna come pick you up or nothing. And I ain't driving to Dallas to pick you up because you in the frou-frou uptown.
I'm not a Dallas girl.
No, you're not.
That's another probably reason I'm single in
probably
DFW, but it's fine.
But I'm protective of you guys, and I am.
And
I
we
love-
appreciate that.
I love who I love, and I don't know, man. But you're like one of those cool, straightforward girls that just you're like, I know who I am,
So Saturday I was at
and that's refreshing, by the way. That's my point in that.
well, I appreciate that. Saturday I was at a gala and
Glad you finished that word.
yeah, I was at a gala. No, you know, and I mean I don't have a ring on, so I do get approached by people. Well, I don't know if that would stop them anyway, but this guy, like he told me I was fierce because I just wanted to know right away. Just tell me, boom, 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 some things. And he said, you're just fierce. So I don't want to come across as fierce, but I don't have time to waste. You know what I mean?
No, you don't, girl. That's why you're gonna be single for a
Passionate.
long, long time.
You come across as passionate.
Thank you. I
think from
passionate.
But when from a guy's perspective, if you met a woman and she's in the older dating range, and I don't know how old you are, I have no idea.
Can I leave? Is it rude to get up and walk out?
No.
Not when it comes
You
to
can flick
Steve.
them in the forehead on the way out
Don't
if you
say
need
that.
Oh, okay.
But keep
I mean,
going.
never mind. No, I'm not going to go now.
No, you started. Let's hear
No,
it.
from a guy's perspective, if a woman is 30, she's never been married and have any children, something's wrong with her. Or she's single and 30 and has 5 kids,
to. Still something wrong with
it's still
that.
something wrong with it. I don't know.
Go on, dig
So-
yourself out of this one.
I know. This is great. So what else?
I'm just saying.
What
I'm
else you
just
got,
saying. There's
Steve?
guys. Oh wait, why is she single? It makes you start question why is she still single.
No, but okay. I did go to college. I work. I am involved with a lot of different nonprofits and projects, and my single life is full. Well, that's it. It's full.
It
It's
is
in a
full.
good way with good things. So I'm not the girl that's just
Yeah, and that's true. I mean, you're fun, and you're having fun, and you're
Yes.
doing all those things. And so we joke, obviously, and Steve's an idiot, but
I know,
you have a very active life.
I
and
do.
You're involved in a lot of different things because you and I are involved with several different things together. So
Yes.
yeah, it's fun.
So that's where I'm like, for me to find the right person and start dating seriously to leave single life, it's going to have to be something special because my single life, it's not
This
about
ain't
just being
bad.
single. Yeah,
There's
it's
nothing
really
wrong,
good.
and there's nothing wrong being single.
Yeah.
And that's why
And
you know,
old and
that's-
single.
I didn't say old.
I
said,
think you pretty
Oh,
much said
I think,
that.
what did he say? The upper range of
Upper
dating life?
range.
Yeah. Well,
Basically,
what is
that's
it?
what
I
he
mean,
said.
okay.
The
Normally
upper
you kind
range,
of
like,
What
by
70,
30,
80?
most
yeah, I was
time
gonna say,
by
what is that,
at
70,
age
80
30.
years old?
Yes.
So
Okay.
what, after 30, you're not supposed to
No,
date?
that's not what I'm saying.
Well, because you just
No,
said
you're-
upper dating range. So
would you
there's
prefer-
obviously a cutoff
All right,
when
y'all
it comes
just
to
beat
dating.
me up, hate me, just make all your comments. You're 30
Steve
plus
at
and single women. I'm sorry.
watchchat.com is the
Send
email
the hate
address
mail.
that you
Yeah.
want to
I'm
direct
just like
your
crazy
vitriol.
30-year-old single women.
Do you prefer, would you want your daughter
30 is
divorced
not
4
old.
times by 30 and 5 kids or waiting hopefully for a prime choice?
I don't know, because by the time you get your man that you're looking for, he's already been married once and he has kids with another woman.
And I'm
No,
okay with
that's only if they grew up in your redneck part of the
Oh, okay.
woods.
No, but listen, I'm okay
no,
with,
I hear this from
I'm okay
women
with
and I hear it from women and guys.
That
And
trend
they-
is changing these days. It has changed in recent decades. It's changed. It really has, especially again with the advent of social media. People don't understand the impact social media has made on everybody's lives in a big way. People are getting married later. They're having babies later. Look, if you're 30 years old, you're a child. You're still a kid.
Yeah, no, I get
You're,
that.
you're still a kid.
Do you get
so,
No, I do get that. I understand. I got married young and
My
had
upper
babies
range.
young and all that, but
Yeah, but these days people are waiting, and look, I don't. we talk about this scientifically and medically speaking, people. We know this. Your brain isn't even developed till you're 25 years old. So how in the hell do you know what you want to spend the rest of your life with? So I
what your
encourage people
gender
all the
is.
time, wait till you're in your early 30s. Wait till you're 35 to get married. Have a baby. Do it. And it used to be you got married when you're 13, 14 years old and you had 5 kids by the time you're 21. That's
Yeah.
different these days. But people are having less kids too. They're having 2.5.
That's true. I forgive you. We can
I
move
would,
on.
yeah, I'm not.
Come on, Steve. Get
I
on,
would hate
get
to
on the
know that
cross,
I'm-
man.
I don't want to. I don't want any more babies at my age now.
I know.
So it's like,
You got enough of the grandbabies.
where does that
and
cut off
stuff.
for? They just had some woman that had she's 70 years old, had a baby.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
Probably.
Yeah, twins in India.
Twins. Oh, in India. Okay.
And the husband
well,
was
God.
They did artificial.
Insemination?
Yeah.
She was trying?
Yes.
I don't think that.
And then he had a heart attack
Yeah.
the day they were born.
And he was admitted into the hospital with her. Yeah.
Well, he had a heart attack because she just had twins.
Good God almighty.
How about that thing you posted about the man with his baby?
Which one? I might not have posted it. It might have been somebody else on me.
It was
on my page.
a guy holding his baby.
Oh,
breastfeeding his
sucking a
baby.
titty.
Yeah.
Yeah. The man who was breastfeeding, and there was a picture. I
Yeah,
did post that.
see,
It was on
yeah.
Instagram on my
Uh-huh.
story. This dude who had his titty flopped out, and he was feeding the baby. And all I could think about is this poor baby got to suck on this dude's titty. And I'm like, he's breastfeeding. Like, how does that even work?
He had breast.
And some big old breasts. I mean, like a nice rack,
Yeah, but
fella.
what's he producing?
But I'm sitting there. They,
So I wonder if it was staged, like if it was just a picture.
Yeah.
of
just a
the
It's
picture of
so
him. Get a
weird.
baby got to suck on his hairy
Probably
titty.
fake.
It was gross.
I'm sorry, all
nasty.
I'm still worried about all the ladies I just pissed off. But
It's okay, Steve.
I've had friends tell me that. No. At
least you weren't talking about miniature horses.
She's single for. Hey, we're off of that subject.
Anyway,
We're just trying to find out if Jennifer Nickerson's crazy or not.
Jennifer Nickerson is okay by me. And let me tell you something, boys. If you're watching this, you're not good enough for her. So don't even start sending the messages. You're not good enough. We got this under control.
Thank you. Yes.
Y'all aren't good enough.
What if? Well, I was going to say, what if when I get married, I could get married on the Chad Prather Show, 30-minute podcast.
You know what? I have retired from officiating weddings, but I may unwrap my
If it was
cloth.
on your show,
Yeah, I might have to unwrap. That'd be fun. We do a wedding here.
We'll cloak you in a Trump flag and you
We'll
can
do some nuptials.
that would be fun.
We'll do some nuptials. Come here, Bougie Shaw. Come in here, boy. You know what we're gonna do, Bougie? We're gonna have a wedding on the Chad Prather Show. We gotta
What if
find.
it was
we gotta-
Jason? We met on here
Oh,
and we
you
got
met
married
on here, and then
Where's
yeah,
Jason? Is he with you?
exactly.
Y'all should come up
Did he
with some.
leave?
Hey, Mark's single too.
It's not nice.
Don't leave him out. He's not tall. That's what
I
it
thought-
is.
He invited
Yeah,
me
well,
out here and then he left.
A
It's fine.
dog.
Okay.
Are you going on a date tonight?
I am going to meet a
friend. You're
friend.
going
a friend
out.
is
You have
making.
you have an obligation because I was going to say
Obligation.
me and Bougie are going to dinner. I was going to invite you.
Well, it's not a date, so y'all can come to the restaurant I'm going to, and we all go together.
How far away is it?
Trinity Grows.
I don't know where that is.
Okay, well, it's like 15 minutes.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
You can go to
No,
Dallas.
no. You're going to eat guacamole.
Yes.
Okay.
Guacamole, national guacamole.
All right.
Yes.
Well, there was news we were going to talk about. We're not
I
going to now. It's okay.
know.
Do you think? Okay, well, let's sum it up. Do you
Yes.
think? Do you think video games are why white people shoot people?
Absolutely not.
Me either. Okay, that was our topic. What else do we have? Is Pete Buttigieg really gay? The way he gnawed down on that
Yeah.
pork chop the other day, I was like, yeah, he gay. He's gay. Kamala Harris isn't black.
I'm
She's not really black.
What is she? I
Well, she's not black.
wonder if she's like a
Her daddy's what, Jamaican? Yeah.
oh, okay.
So she's Jamaican.
She was getting all after Trump. I feel like at the
What's new?
Democratic debate, I don't know. I don't think she's doing a service for herself.
Are you triggered by this AR-15 right here?
No. In fact, can we
Isn't
do
it
a
pretty?
plug? Can we do a plug for the Texas gun
Oh
experience?
yeah, we talked earlier this week. We talked about it at length.
I'm super pumped about that, and I can't
Yeah.
wait to. They're going to have that there, right?
Well, they're going to have machine guns. This isn't a machine gun. This is a semi-automatic rifle. And
It's so scary.
watch this, guys. Watch this. I'm going to put my finger on the trigger. Watch this. Oh, it doesn't work. You know why? Because it's got a safety on. It almost like it protects me from it.
You need to be careful. Beto's coming after your gun.
No, he's not.
He thinks he is.
I want to see him try it. I want to see Beto go to Chicago, Detroit, and Baltimore first and start there.
Get that.
And when he gets effective there, then we'll talk about it. And this is the only one I've got left. The rest of them fell off the boat. They're in the bottom of Lake Worth. And did you see the other day where a guy was fishing in Lake Worth and he pulled up an AR-15? It's one of mine. The rest of them, he can have this one for $1 million.
What do you mean it fell off of the boat?
Mine? All mine?
Yeah.
Had a boating accident. All my guns are at the bottom of the lake. They're
I
all
didn't know
gone.
about that.
Tens of thousands of dollars of firearms.
Can't you send someone down there to pick them up?
Oh, no. They're there forever. They're there forever. And I'm going to leave them at the bottom of the lake.
Okay.
So there's no reason to come to my house to confiscate anything.
So everybody, all you scuba divers, go get your free guns.
Yeah, they're down there, rusted out, like Corn Pop's razor, man. All rusted out.
How deep is the lake?
I don't know.
I mean, a scuba diver that loves guns could
Yeah, send 'em
revive
down.
that.
Send them down there. Send them down there to find those guns, man. They're rusty as Corn Pop's razor.
Wow.
Did you see the Corn Pop video?
No.
Yeah, that's your work. That's your homework assignment.
Okay.
Go watch Joe Biden talk about Corn Pop. Corn Pop and the Romans. Corn Pop was a bad dude. He ran a gang of bad boys. Sharks.
Oh,
Jets.
my gosh.
Corn Pop and the Romans. Fighting Joe's Bidens.
I have a question for you. If you could have any Democratic presidential runner at the moment on your show, who would be like your top three?
Pete Buttigieg,
What would you ask him?
if he's really gay.
Do you think it's a front?
No, I don't think it's. I don't know. He's gay. That's a weird front to have. Yeah. You know what? I don't even need to come out, but I'm out.
Yeah.
I would have Francis O'Rourke come on. I would have. I'd love to talk to Francis O'Rourke. I would like to have. Joe Biden. Like, I think Joe Biden's a likable guy. I think
He would
he's
be fun.
like he's all right. Like, I think you'd probably like to talking to Joe, hanging
Yeah.
out, and he'd tell his stories, and he'd talk about, how he. Yeah. What'd you say? Teeth fell out. Yeah. Well, Joe, I got them for you. Here, buddy. Put them back in.
That's Chad Prather's comedy show.
Yeah.
Till my teeth fall out.
We're going to sell tickets till my teeth start falling out.
That's
He
it.
would have some drinks, do some cheersing, kind of Bill Brasky style.
I would love to have, of course, she's off the debate stage now, but I'd love to have Tulsi Gabbard, who's a fair person. I'd like to have Stephen Yang on.
Yeah, he'd be interesting to talk
He's-
to.
he- I
He's
think- I
Asian.
think
He knows
they're
a lot of doctors.
I think, yeah. I think they're just fair people. I don't agree with them, but I think they're fair people. Like, I could have a genuine conversation with them. Now, if I wanted to get crossways with somebody, I'd love to sit down with Elizabeth Warren, who I think is the fakest, phoniest person that's on there. Cory Booker the same way, just absolute farcical on there. I can't respect those people. I just can't respect them. And the fact that anybody's taking them seriously is ridiculous. Kamala, with her little dancing around, comma, chameleon. She's fake, She
Yeah.
thinks she's so cool. She's out there.
She does.
Oh, you know who I want? Marianne Williamson. We would sit here and meditate together, and we would just drum up some fart glitter and stuff and just experience a whole psychic osmosis of one another's minds.
Wow.
I'd totally do that, man.
I love how she is always saying, she's not like
Peace and
them.
love.
Yes, she's not like
I'm a
them.
lefty, but the left is so. Did you see her
And I
hot
will
mic
do
moment?
it for you. I will do this for you.
Did you see her hot mic moment with Eric Bolling where she was talking about how the left is so mean to her? And I'm a lefty, and they're so mean.
Yeah.
The right is so much nicer to me.
It's like, yeah. She's very euphoric at all times.
I don't like to fight with anybody, but golly, people piss me off.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta love everybody. I was trying to think of it. I was sitting on the toilet today, and I was like,
That's
don't
a
know
Steve announcement. You know that, right?
"Do what?"
That's a party foul announcement.
I
You know
know.
how he has to
I was
announce
just sitting
everything.
on the toilet doing my deep thoughts, And I was thinking, anybody that I've ever hung around with, like, I don't have any problem getting along with anybody. I like people.
Yeah.
It's the people that don't know me that want to talk smack. And then I tell them, "Hey, Esther Williams, get off the diving board. I'll meet you outside. I'm bringing my chain. You bring your rusty, crusty razor. Corn Pop and the Romans." I love y'all. Jennifer Nickerson,
Thanks for pulling me on.
good luck out there.
Get a date.
It's a hard world. Oh. Well, I'm excited to get married on your show.
Yeah, we'll do that.
You're all invited.
We'll set it up.
Mhm.
We'll set it up. Glenn Beck could give you a whole Mormon wedding. Nah, we'll keep it Jesus.
No comment. I don't know what to say. We love everyone.
Coming for you, Beck. Coming for you, Beck.
You know what my dad says? He told us, we love everyone. We just don't marry everyone.
Hey, have you been to a singles group at church? That's full of some interesting people.
No.
Single and single again.
Yeah. No, I have not.
I'm going to go to the single and single again class tonight.
They see, No, I don't.
They're there for one reason alone. They're trying to poke something. Brand new man. I mean, that's like the AA people that won't get out of there and go get a drink. Like, go to Weight Watchers and who wants to get some ice cream?
This is my take.
That's how you find your life partner right there. Whoever gets up and goes and gets ice cream with you.
We're being mean now.
I just think people need to be busy with what they're passionate about. There's my passion coming out, and then we'll all meet at the right time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Love you, girl. Candice, Queen of the Ethiopians, Puppet Master Mark, Bougie, Sean, off camera. T. Tony, Corn Pop. My favorite thing, man. You know the thing about Corn Pop, he was tough, but he got the cancers and became a wheat thin. Corn Pop and the Romans. GetRoman.com. And also, don't forget,
Hair plugs.
Keeps.com. I love those guys at Keeps. Pretty awesome. I love all this stuff that you can get and take care of yourself and your masculinity and your manhood, and you never have to leave the couch. Just boom, right there.
Yeah, and that's great.
Party Foul Steve, you're in timeout.
Okay.
WatchChad.com. Come on. The Eagles of Liberty right here. Bam. Freedom to Laugh Comedy Tour starts next week. We are going to be in Des Moines, Iowa on the 24th. We're going to be in Omaha, Nebraska on the 25th. We are going to be in Kansas City on the 26th. And then Steve and I are headed back out to California. Just us. Star Spangled Banter going to be in, where are we going to be? See, Fresno and then Napa. So, yeah, we're out there 2 shows next weekend. Go to WatchChad.com. Get it all. And always remember to listen to this podcast where podcasts are offered, right? See, they were telling me today, somebody was talking about, like, we got to keep putting them on Facebook because they're not. And I'm like, nah, boycott Facebook. I don't boycott anything. I'm just telling you, to watch them on YouTube or where podcasts are
YouTube. I'm going to come see you in Addison.
Yeah, good. Yeah, the show in Addison, Texas, that's going to be our only, and we're getting screwed, Jennifer. Like, we wanted to do this conservative comedy show, right? We've had venues tell us no and cancel on us or agree to do it, and then boom, they don't want to do the show. I'm like, y'all don't like money? Y'all don't like money? I did a show last December in Grand Prairie, Texas, with almost 4,000 people in the room. And you're telling me this little club here, we're trying to kick off this thing, you don't want us in the same area? You don't like money? They're like, nope. So Addison, Texas, we're going to do that. And then I found out today the show we were going to do in San Antonio, by the way, 60 tickets have already sold, and this thing's a month away. San Antonio, they double booked it. So San Antonio's out.
Oh.
I'm done with people. They don't care about conservatives, man. It's a fight.
It is.
It's a fight. I mean, look, we're not going out there. We're not doing hate speech. We're not doing anything crazy. We're just going out there talking about our convictions from our perspective. My God, dude. It's dumb, this stuff going on. We just want to go out there and make people laugh, have a good time.
We need to all join together.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do. But, I mean, come on. Okay, so next week, we're going to, for instance, Des Moines, Iowa. Well, good God, we had hundreds of people that came to my show last year in Des Moines. And did I say Des Moines? I should not have said Des Moines. I did not mean that. Des Moines. Hundreds of people came to our show last year. And now we've sold, I think, 101 tickets at this thing. I mean, the place only holds 300, but still. The last show I did in Kansas City, we sold like 710, 715 tickets. And now we've only sold 105 tickets in Kansas City for next. I'm like, come on. See, it's a conspiracy.
I just don't get why it's gone on this far, and it's okay that it's gone on this far.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the reasons why we wanted to do this series of shows. But I mean, they're killing it before the thing ever starts.
I got to advertise.
I got LA management involved. They're doing everything they can to just sabotage things. And then it's just dumb. Just come to a show, have a good time. Cheap ticket, have fun. Michael Loftus, Brian Hayner, Reno Collier. All three of those guys have great followings as well. They got a big audience. I got a reasonably big audience. And are you telling me we can't sell 100 tickets in a city? It's dumb. I just did 600 people in Folsom, California Saturday night by myself. And you telling me I can't go to the Midwest? The Midwest, and we're not already sold out? But anyway, freedomtolaughtour.com. If you want more information, go to my page, watchchad.com. I got all the dates coming out there. Like I said, we got the dates that are happening and some that aren't happening. They're still listening on there. It's like, who knows, man? I'm quitting. I'm just going to podcast full time all the time, run my mouth.
No, people like to see your face.
Nah, they can see me. Look, there's my face.
Oh, yes.
Look, there it is. Mm-hmm. See? Look at your face. Look right here. Oh, there you are. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty, Jennifer. Oh, God. As Natalie
Don't
Stanier,
stop.
as Hot News Natalie would say, meow,
Meow.
meow. All right, we're out of here. I love y'all. God bless. We'll talk to you next time.